If you were to approach various strangers on the street and ask them, I don't know, let's say, if you owned a cat, what question would you like answered the most? Total strangers on the street. Which question would enter your mind first? Something tells me that it wouldn't take long before, can you change a cat's behavior? That question, or some version of it, would be presented. It's a common question with a rather complex answer, or should I say answers. At the heart of it all, attempting to change behavior, bad behavior, I'm assuming. So much of it depends on the age of your pet, your cat's personality, and how long you've owned your cat. You could show me 50 cats that are acting up, and the solutions would likely all be a bit different depending on certain dynamics that are already, baked into the cake. Changing a cat's behavior all starts with throwing out most everything you know about human behavior. Teaching a cat to behave isn't like teaching a child. It's not about appealing to the moral and ethical side of things, correcting the negative behavior through a method of teaching, and then telling the child why what they're doing is wrong. You'll be butting your head against a wall if you try that with a cat. Your cat just couldn't care less that your curtains have been ruined or that your sofa has been ruined. They don't get it. When dealing with a feline, they don't understand right and wrong. Cats just are not wired that way. From your position, this is all about getting your cat to do what you want them to do. Period. Attempting to get your pet to understand why is completely irrelevant. It doesn't matter why. Cats do, well, frankly, they do what they want to do. And it's up to us to steer that behavior, most of it instinctual behavior, in whatever direction we choose. At a very base level, cats are self-serving. Most everything they do is done or at least attempted for their own benefit. That's what it's all about. How can I get what I want? This is why it's all about persuasion and convincing your cat that there's just something better than all this other stuff. Again, I won't even call it bad behavior because cats don't even know what that is. And it's not punishment either. It's really about lack of rewards, lack of positive acknowledgement. Screaming at a cat does nothing at all. However, removing the cat from the kitchen counter, let's say, while not saying a word, just doing it each time, that is steady discipline. And because cats are in this game of life for themselves, it won't be long before Garfield realizes that jumping up on the kitchen counter does nothing. There's no reward. I get up there and they pull me off. So what's the point of that? Of course, on the flip side, if Garfield gets in the cat tree in your home and settles down, some treats could be waiting. Oh boy. Snacks just for getting up here? As an owner, it's less about punishment and more about appealing to the positive. Appealing to what you want your cat to do. Cats will seek out the satisfaction simply because that's how they're wired. If going to the cat tree equals treats and jumping on the kitchen counter equals nothing at all but a hard time, then cat tree it is. Another way to win this battle and change your cat's behavior is to provide positive alternatives that cater to a cat's natural instincts. Your cat is tearing up your sofa, give your cat a scratching post. And once again, treats to the rescue. Reward the good behavior. Why tear up the sofa for nothing when I can tear up the scratching post and get snacks and a petting session? It won't be long before your pet is oblivious to that sofa. And of course, some measures of correcting certain behaviors will simply involve disrupting the activity. If the kitchen counter is your cat's favorite spot, put some aluminum foil up there or a plastic floor runner with those little nubby tips. Felines just are not big fans of moving on either of those surfaces. Here again, it all comes back to personal satisfaction. Cats will stop doing anything once they realize that nothing can be gained from the actions. Even something like scented air fresheners can turn cats off to certain locations. Throwing a cat off the scent can be very important. So much of the appeal of whatever it is can be lost if it now smells like a fresh pine cone with orange zest and lemon-scented unicorns or whatever the latest cool scent is these days. Reinforcing what you deem to be positive, that's important. Redirecting behaviors to something else rather than punishing negative behaviors. That's the summary. Instead of doing A, try B. It's similar to B, but it's the way I want it done, so rinse and repeat. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and your patience will be critical. Keep everything in check, and this includes your emotions. After all, you're attempting to transform behaviors, and it will take some time. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And before I close, there are a million different angles when it comes to a topic like this. I'm not the only word, I'm not the final word. Just keep that in mind. Everyone has their own take, but at the core, it's pretty much all the same. So, I encourage you, check out what I have to say, and please feel free to explore other outlets and gather additional information. This is all about your cat and doing what you need to do in order to change your cat's behavior. I want you to win. That's my objective here. With that said, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.